Hey guys, so we're going to be revisiting my sketchbooks overall because I have left traditional art for digital art as you can see on my IG and TikTok. Um but we're going to be revisiting them and we're going to look at my process. My progress, not my process. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying, but there is no particular order that I'm going through aside from going through my folders first, which is where I keep more of my sheets of art rather than those in my sketchbook, and then we're going to be going to the sketchbooks. Anyone else know about my love story and loves Takeo? Because, oh my god, he's such a precious boy. This one was a redraw of my sister's OC, which I'm pretty proud of, must I say. Now, I want to put out a disclaimer. Not all of what you see are my own OCs. They tend to be other people's OCs, but this is only due to this time being specifically when I was on Amino, and I would just draw many people's OCs for fun. So yeah, if I don't mention it, that they are my OCs, if I don't claim that, then just assume that they are other people's OCs. Yeah, so this is probably one of the only best versions of Agan I ever drew. You'll notice that throughout this whole video, you'll be seeing a lot of them, especially Agan and Nico. But that's just because I was obsessed with them. They were like my pride and joy. And I'm pretty sure you artists out there do understand. Anyways, I did leave them in the dust. Nowadays, I don't draw them anymore. And I'm really mad at myself for doing that. But I'll probably do a video again with those two OCs. These two are more of my older two OCs, and I try to redraw them in this one, but for some reason, the color I chose just did not work well on what I was trying to portray. It was, I think, supposed to be a Valentine's Day thing, but it just ended up looking like a 4th of July piece. But yeah. You guys actually reading this comic that is on the screen right now, like, just pointing that out that they are sisters, so don't be shipping them. Bringing back a popular comic on my IG, that thing, Mystic Messenger, well, okay, that kind of blew up, and I didn't expect that, but at the same time, I really liked how it turned out. I actually want to do some more Mystic Messenger comics in the future, but for now, we're just sticking with that TikTok series that I have going on. I am not a fan of Seven Deadly Sins. I have never watched it, but yeah, that thing was a gift that I was supposed to do and finish for my brother, but I'm lazy, so you're gonna see a lot of unfinished pieces that are just inked. Some I did finish digitally coloring, but then there's a lot that I just left, like, I just left for me to never complete. Now we're going to the sketchbooks, and there's only 4 because I took it out of the bunch that I had. I think I only ignored like 2 other sketchbooks, but they're not as important. I'm just trying to show like the main gaps that I had. If I am correct, this should be during 2017 or 2018 that I did this. And yeah, all the ones that you just saw were OCs of others, not mine. This was like the only sketchbook I decided to actually date, so this was during 2018. So yeah, I didn't date my other sketchbooks, but I at least know the order of when I started them and not end them, but just started them. This was actually my favorite page, one of my favorite pages. I don't know, I just was obsessed with how other people did their sketchbooks on, like, just filled them up with color and all that, and I wanted to do those, but like you could see me getting lazy in certain parts. But yeah, must admit my art style wasn't too bad, like how I drew Naruto here. I never watched Naruto either, okay? This was just like a little challenge I did, but I didn't finish that one either, but I liked how I sketched his face. Also, did anyone else, like, when they were a kid, did anyone else like thought that Ursula's human form was actually like pretty, like she was pretty, you know? Like I actually liked her, like, even though I knew she was bad, I just really liked how she looked. This was a piece inspired, as if you can't already figure it out, the asexual flag, just because it was like a challenge on Amino. It was like a sketch of like personas for my siblings and I, so I just drew them together because I felt like it. Look at that, it's a unfinished page. I was going to make a YouTube channel with my sister. It never happened, but yeah, that page was just planning out like the icon and the channel art. I also did a page here where I was just doing little poses, full body poses, doodles with the pen. Yeah. And then this one's like based off of a dream I had, like characters. I don't know. My dream was like vanishing out of my head, so like the vision of like how the visuals of the characters started to disappear as well. This was like a redraw of that one old drawing that you saw earlier near the beginning of the video. And here I was just going on a streak of just like filling up my pages with like one color kind of sketches and doodles. Here I try to redesign Agan. I redesigned her again here. And I actually prefer how she looked in that second page than the first one. She's supposed to look more like a trap, a reverse trap, I guess. Did I do a character over yonder? Yes, I did. This was inspired, I think, by an Eve song called Sister. Now, Angel of Death, I saw the teaser for that anime and I was really hyped for it, but then I went ahead and spoiled myself by watching a gameplay of the whole thing. So I can't do that. Like, I can't read something or watch a gameplay of a certain story that's gonna have an anime adaptation, because then I can't enjoy the anime itself. Because even though there are some moments that they animate and stuff, and maybe special moments that aren't included in the manga or gameplay, the overall story is there, so I just can't enjoy it the same. You're definitely gonna start seeing my IG posts on here if you go to my earlier posts by scrolling down. But yeah, this is draw this in your style thing. I actually prefer the first version than the second version, but I posted the second version anyways. If you haven't already noticed, I scaled down my sketchbook, and it keeps that way. So yeah, I just realized I prefer working on a smaller area, smaller space and smaller pages, because I could fill up things much better, I guess. So yeah, this is some fan art for BTS and I actually am really proud of how it turned out. This one I think I think it was OC's. Yeah. So yeah, this sketchbook mainly prioritizes itself in just drawing other people's OCs for the most part. So this one's more of like a different style that I tried to attempt, and I actually really like how I drew Agan for it, but I never replicated that style, I don't think, ever again, and I kind of missed it. But I also am really satisfied with my art style currently. So we're approaching Inktober, if I'm correct. Not now yet, but like, if I'm correct, it's in this sketchbook or the sketchbook that's coming up. And this one's a redraw of my sister's drawing, and I'm really proud of that one. I'll forever be proud of that one redraw piece. Heather and Lindsay, an RM piece. Okay, so this one I tried to recreate this page by covering it up with post-its. This was a part of a Draw This in Your Style challenge on Amino, and I am really proud of that one because I don't really draw pieces with a bunch of characters in it anymore, and that time I actually managed to finish the piece, and I'm just really proud of myself. So proud of myself. I drew Dora the Explorer as an anime. I think the reason why was it was part of a challenge. So yeah, I don't think I would have ever drew her on my own. Okay, so this is Inktober. This is when I started. This is day 1. Then this is day 2, and I must say this is one of my favorite Inktober pieces. They just turned out really, really good. And this is one of my more favorite pieces where I drew Nico. Yeah, and this is day 3 of Inktober. Day 4, day 5, as it follows. I actually really like this one. It kind of reminds me of Hanako-kun. But at the time the anime wasn't even out yet, but I I wonder if you guys also think the same if you have watched the anime. Could just be the hair though. This one was one of my least favorite pieces. Yeah, I was following a prompt and I don't think I was able to really express the topic that well, so it just turned out a flop. This one also wasn't one of my favorite pieces. I think the topic was, the prompt was suspense. Now this one, I digitally enhanced the candle lighting so that, and the contrast so that it'll look more spooky, and I just really like this one. Yeah, and it just keeps going. Oh, whoa, this one, definitely really proud of this one. I just really like how the sky turned out and just the use of colors. Like the sky's just so bright in the piece, and I just really like that. There's Jimin, birds, another witch. I forgot the prompt, but I don't think it said witch. And this one, I was gonna do an art trade with someone, didn't finish that one. Then this one, I was gonna redraw someone's OCs. This one's an okay, so that one ended it off. Not the best end to the sketchbook, but we finished it. Now on to the very last sketchbook I'll be showing in this video. It was supposed to primarily be for my art class and for sketching only, but after a few uses we stopped using the sketchbook, so I just used it for my personal drawings. And I do go in with markers sometimes to color the pieces, but this is not paper meant for marker coloring, so you'll see later. I really like this drawing, but I ruined it with like how I first colored the skin for that one, so I just stopped coloring it overall. So I had to give up on it. And these two were just like icons I came up with for my sister and my IG accounts. As you can see, there's bleed through going on, which hides my doodles from the front page. And these few pages, I just doodled people's OCs. And then there's another Mystic Messenger comic, another OC that's not mine. And then I tried to do the Powerpuff Girls, but I didn't finish that one. More Mystic Messenger, random doodles, and then here's more miraculous doodles if you haven't already caught that from the beginning. More Marinette and Adrian together. I could not draw them that well. And then here's an OC, a duo that I created of the yin yang, like inspired by the yin yang. I actually really liked how they came out, but I never really drew them again after that. And then I struggled to redesign Aga so many times there, as you could see, and I'm still not really satisfied with how I'm drawing her till this day. Who knows, I might try to redraw them for a video again. Actually, I definitely will be drawing my OCs again and redesigning them till I'm satisfied, but I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. This is a take on my sister's OC. This is another person's OC. Mystic Messenger, more of my OCs. I really like how I drew Nico in this one. I did one in a vacation setting, and I must say that's one of my favorite drawings in the sketchbooks particularly. Now this one, I was redrawing a person's OC on IG, because I was doing a hashtag earlier, but I have discontinued that for now. I don't know if I'll revisit that. And here is when I start TikTok. At the time, like, I didn't really figure, like, I just thought it was really fun, so I wanted to hop on because I didn't know there was any art TikToks. And yeah, these are just like a bunch of sketches and little frames where I did animatics, kind of. As I am editing this now, I also just want to say thank you for having me reach 50,000 followers on there. I it just happened, and just really thank you guys, thank you. You have been seeing a lot of this designs, particularly. It was a redesign of that of an emo OC. I just call him Emo Boy because I don't have a specific name for him yet. But I mean, I really like how I drew him here, but I'm not exactly sure if I'll keep that design or go back to his more emo edgy design. Like I mentioned, these two are sisters, but I just really like the concept of Nico. Nico is shorter one, and she's actually the older sister. I'm gonna let you guys know that. And I just like giving her the trait of having kind of a complex for her little sister, not in like a romantic way, but she just really adores her, like as if she's a younger sister. This was a resketch of a prior drawing I completed at school, and I did this around the same time I finished it. And oh my gosh, I wish I like took it with me, but right now it's quarantine and I can't get that. But I'll probably get it back next school year because I will probably go back to the same art class. Anyways, this is part of a challenge. I was gonna finish coloring it and all, but since this is a sketchbook, I can't really color it without accidentally making it a bleeding mistake. And I'm not trying to do that with that piece because it just looked really good in my opinion. Another favorite page in my sketchbook. I created these two on a whim. I wouldn't say I'm a furry. I just think that sometimes adding cat ears or like puppy ears are pretty cute for a character trait. And I just loved the little, I just really like the interaction between those two that I just like doodled. And this kind of ends it all. This don't really mind because it's just part for my art assignment. And then, yeah, I didn't really continue it there and I don't plan to. I hope you guys liked this video. I think, or I believe, that the quality, at least voice quality, was much better in this video. But do let me know, and next video I'll probably do a redraw of my OCs like I said, or I might go on with my Animal Crossing series. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.